You're lying in bed at 2:47 a.m., eyes wide open, heart racing at 142 beats per minute, according to your Apple Watch, that's now judging you for not sleeping, mentally replaying a conversation from 6 years ago where you said, "You too," when the waiter said, "Enjoy your meal." And your brain has decided that this is the perfect time to remember every single embarrassing thing you've ever done since kindergarten. You've counted 847 sheep. The sheep are now judging you too. Your overthinking has overthinking. And somewhere in the distance, you can hear someone saying, "Just relax." And you want to scream, because if you could just relax, you would have done it 847 sheep ago. Let's rewind to yesterday morning. You wake up at 6:30 a.m. after finally falling asleep at 4:17 a.m. You grab your phone. Big mistake. 17 notifications. Your heart rate spikes before you even read them. It's just your mom asking if you're coming to dinner on Saturday, a work email with the subject line, "Quick question," which is never quick and always 17 questions, and 15 TikToks about people who have their lives together. You don't have your life together. You have anxiety, a caffeine addiction, and a browser history full of how to stop overthinking articles that you've overthought reading. You get ready for work with the efficiency of someone who's planned every possible disaster scenario. Shower. What if you slip and die? Clothes. What if this outfit is somehow offensive? Coffee. What if you left the stove on, even though you didn't use the stove? Keys. Wallet. Phone. Existential dread. Check. You're ready. You leave your apartment, lock the door, walk to your car, and then the thought hits you like a freight train made of pure anxiety. Did you actually lock the door? You definitely locked it. You watched yourself lock it. Your hand remembers the motion. But what if you only thought you locked it? What if you imagined locking it? What if your entire memory of locking the door is a false memory implanted by your brain to torture you? You walk back. You check the door. It's locked, obviously. You walk back to your car. You get in. You start the engine. The thought returns. But did you really check it? Or did you just look at the door and assume? You turn off the car. You walk back. You check again. Still locked. This time, you take a photo of the locked door as evidence. You get back in your car. You look at the photo. The angle is bad. What if the lock just looks engaged but isn't actually engaged? You've now checked your door 4 times. Your neighbor is watching you through the window. You wave. They don't wave back. Great. Now you have to overthink that interaction for the next 6 to 8 business days. The drive to work is a psychological obstacle course. Every car that changes lanes near you is a potential catastrophe. Every yellow light is a moral dilemma. Every text notification makes your brain scream, "Emergency!" even though it's probably just your phone company telling you about a deal you don't want. You arrive at work 7 minutes early because being on time feels like being late, and being late would require you to make an entrance, and making an entrance means people will look at you, and people looking at you means they're judging you, and if they're judging you, they've probably already decided you're inadequate and are currently drafting your termination papers. You sit at your desk. You open your laptop. You have 37 unread emails. Your brain immediately categorizes them. 11 are urgent, 14 are moderately threatening, 9 are passive-aggressive, and 3 are from Todd, who always ends his emails with, "Let me know your thoughts," which really means, "I'm outsourcing my work to you." You start with the first email. You read it. You reread it. You read it a 3rd time to make sure you understood the tone correctly. You draft a response. You delete it. It was too formal. You draft another response. You delete it. Too casual. You draft a 3rd response. You read it 17 times, checking for typos, analyzing every word choice, making sure there's no possible way anyone could misinterpret your tone or intent or existence as a human being. You finally send the email.
Immediately you spot a typo. Not a big typo. You wrote thank instead of thanks, one letter. But now, that email is out there in the world, representing you with your name attached to it, and everyone who reads it will know that you're a careless monster who doesn't proofread. You consider sending a correction email, but then people will know you're the kind of person who obsesses over small mistakes, which you are, but they don't need to know that. You decide not to send a correction. Now you have to live with the knowledge that somewhere in someone's inbox there's an email from you with a typo and you can never take it back. And it will haunt you forever, or at least until lunch. Your coworker Sarah walks by. She says, "Hey, how's it going?" This is a trap. This is always a trap. Does she actually want to know how you're going, or is this just a social pleasantry? If you say good, are you being dismissive? If you say anything other than good, are you oversharing? You have 3 seconds to respond. 2 seconds. 1 second. You say, "Good. You?" Your voice cracked. Why did your voice crack? You're 29 years old. Voice cracks are for teenagers. She says, "Good," and keeps walking. You spend the next 45 minutes analyzing this interaction from every possible angle. Did she seem annoyed? Was my good not enthusiastic enough? Did the voice crack make me sound nervous? Does she think I'm weird now? She's always thought you were weird. Everyone has. They're all too polite to say it, but you know. You know. At 10:47 a.m., your boss sends a message. Do you have a minute to chat? No context, no subject, no indication of topic, just, do you have a minute to chat, which is the professional equivalent of we need to talk from a romantic partner, which universally means something bad is about to happen. Your brain immediately creates 17 different worst-case scenarios. You're getting fired. You're not getting fired, but you're getting demoted. You're not getting demoted, but you said something inappropriate in a meeting 3 weeks ago, and HR just finished their investigation. You didn't say anything inappropriate, but maybe you thought something inappropriate, and it showed on your face, and someone reported you for thought crimes. You respond, "Sure, when works for you?" You've used an exclamation point. Too eager. You should have just said sure. But then you'd seem cold. You add, "I'm free now if that helps." Now you seem desperate. You're overthinking, you're overthinking. Your boss responds, "Great, my office in 5." 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to prepare for every possible conversation that could happen. You Google, what does it mean when your boss wants to chat? The first result is an article titled, 10 Signs You're About to Get Fired. You don't read it because that would make the anxiety worse, but also you've already mentally read it because your brain has been writing this article for years. You walk to your boss's office. Each step feels like walking to your own execution. You knock. She says, "Come in." She's smiling. Is that a good sign? Or is she smiling because she's about to deliver bad news but wants to soften the blow? You sit down, your hands are sweating, you wipe them on your pants. Now there's sweat marks on your pants. She can definitely see them. She's definitely judging you for them. She says, "I wanted to talk to you about the Johnson Project." The Johnson Project. You did the Johnson Project 3 months ago. What could possibly be wrong with the Johnson Project now, 3 months later? Did you miss something? Did you make a mistake? Is this a delayed firing? She says, "I was really impressed with your work." Wait, what? Good news? My brain doesn't know how to process good news. My brain has spent the last 37 minutes preparing for catastrophe. She continues, "I'd like you to lead the next project." Lead? As in be in charge? As in more responsibility? My anxiety immediately pivots from you're getting fired to you're going to fail at this new project spectacularly and then get fired. I say, "Thank you, I'd love to." What I mean is, I'm terrified, but I have no choice because saying no would reveal that I'm an imposter who's been faking competence this entire time. You leave your office. You should feel good. This is good news. This is a promotion without the pay raise. But instead of feeling good, you're now catastrophizing about all the ways you'll mess up this new project. You'll miss a deadline. You'll disappoint your team. You'll have to lead meetings. And leading meetings means people will watch you talk. And what if you forget what you're saying mid-sentence? What if you accidentally say something stupid? What if you already say stupid things all the time and people are just too nice to tell you?
You return to your desk. Your work best friend Marcus asks, How'd it go? You say good. She wants me to lead a project. Marcus says, that's awesome, and gives you a high five. Your hand is still sweaty. He definitely felt that. He definitely thinks you're gross now. He's definitely gonna tell everyone that you have disgustingly sweaty hands. Your friendship is over. You've lost your only ally in this building. You're gonna have to eat lunch alone now, forever, until you die, which, given your current stress levels, will probably be soon. Your phone buzzes, text from your mom. So, Saturday? You haven't responded about Saturday dinner. You've been avoiding it because saying yes means committing to social interaction. And committing to social interaction means you can't cancel last minute when your anxiety inevitably convinces you that attending dinner will somehow result in humiliation. But if you say no, your mom will ask why. And you can't say because I have crippling anxiety. So you have to make up an excuse. And making up an excuse means lying. And lying means you're a bad person. And being a bad person means you deserve to feel anxious. The logic is flawless. You respond, I'll check my calendar and let you know. You will not check your calendar. Your calendar is empty. Your calendar has been empty for 3 months. You just need more time to overthink this simple yes or no question. By 3 p.m., you've refreshed your email 47 times, checked your locked door photo 63 times, and convinced yourself that you have at least 9 different terminal illnesses based on symptoms you may or may not actually be experiencing. Your neck hurts. Is it cancer? Probably cancer. You Google neck pain cancer. The first result says it's probably just muscle tension from stress. But what if it's not? What if Google is wrong? What if you're the one person in history who has neck cancer that presents exactly like muscle tension? You should call a doctor. But calling a doctor means talking on the phone. And talking on the phone means potential awkward silences. And you'd rather have cancer than experience an awkward silence with your doctor's receptionist. Your Apple Watch buzzes. Time to breathe, it suggests, showing you a little animated flower that expands and contracts. You try the breathing exercise. 4 counts in, hold, 4 counts out, hold. It works for approximately 8 seconds. Then your brain interrupts. Why are you breathing manually? Normal people breathe automatically. Are you broken? Is your autonomic nervous system failing? Are you dying? Is this how death starts, with manual breathing? You've ruined breathing. Breathing is now stressful. You've achieved the impossible. At 5 p.m., you pack up your stuff and head home, mentally exhausted from a day of doing approximately 47 minutes of actual work and 7 hours and 13 minutes of anxiety management. You drive home, check your door lock photo 3 more times, and finally make it inside your apartment. You should feel relief. You're home. You're safe. But your brain has one more gift for you: the sudden, intrusive memory of that time in 4th grade when you mispronounced organism in front of the entire class. That was 21 years ago. Your brain doesn't care. Your brain has perfect recall for embarrassing moments and 0 recall for where you put your keys. You make dinner. Easy Mac. Because cooking requires decisions, and you've used up your daily allotment of decision-making capacity. You eat it while watching a show you've already seen 4 times. Because new shows require emotional investment, and you are all out of emotions. You check your phone. Your boss sent a calendar invite for next week's project kickoff meeting. The meeting is scheduled for 10 a.m. on Monday. You now have 4 full days to catastrophize about this meeting. What if you're not prepared? What if you say something stupid? What if everyone realizes you have no idea what you're doing? You add the meeting to your mental list of things to overthink, which is currently at 2,847 items and counting. At 11 p.m., you pack up your stuff and get ready for bed. You set your alarm. You check that you set it. You check again. You lie down. You close your eyes. Your brain says, remember that embarrassing thing from 6 years ago? Let's discuss it in excruciating detail. You try to think about something else. Your brain says, okay, let's think about everything you need to do tomorrow and all the ways you'll mess it up. You try counting sheep. The sheep start judging you. Sheep number 436 looks especially disappointed. You grab your phone and Google, how to stop overthinking. The first article says, practice mindfulness. You've tried mindfulness. Mindfulness requires you to focus on the present moment, but the present moment is anxious, so you overthink the mindfulness, which defeats the purpose. The second article says, challenge your negative thoughts. You tried that. Your negative thoughts always win the argument. They have evidence. The third article says, just relax. There it comes, the advice that started all of this. Just relax. As if relaxation is a switch you can flip. As if saying just relax has ever, in the history of human existence, helped anyone actually relax. You put your phone down. You stare at the ceiling. Your Apple Watch says your heart rate is 127 BPM. You're lying completely still. You're basically meditating or dying. Hard to tell. You close your eyes again. You think about tomorrow, the locked door, the typo email, the sweat marks, the project you'll inevitably fail at, the sheep who judged you. And slowly, mercifully, at 2:34 a.m., your brain finally runs out of things to overthink and lets you sleep for exactly 3 hours and 43 minutes until your alarm goes off and the cycle begins again. So that's high-functioning anxiety in a world that says just relax. It's exhausting. It's relentless. It's a full-time job that doesn't pay and never gives you a day off. If you also live in constant analysis paralysis, where your brain treats every small decision like a life or death situation, then hit the subscribe button right now. We're all trying to figure this mess out together. And speaking of messes, next week we're diving into something even more fun: parentification syndrome. We'll show you why you became your family's therapist when you were 7 years old and why you can't stop. Click the video on the screen now and let's get traumatized together.